3, 2, 1. The Reality Check podcast is inbound. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Please be advised this video may contain strong language and adult themes.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the Reality Check podcast. Now today we have got another TV star with us from multiple TV shows you might have seen on ITV, BBC shows such as Dress to Impress, My Mate's a Bad Date, Dinner Date. We have the one and only Robbie Mcmahon. How you doing, buddy?
Oi, oi. Yeah, I'm good, man. Hectic day today.
Hectic day. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. How you been? What have you been up to?
Basically just hitting the gym today. Had a few one-to-one sessions and stuff like that. Getting ready for my shoot tomorrow. Got a catwalk I've got to do tomorrow. So yeah, my hair's in a bit of a state.
Is that why you got the hat on?
Yeah, I'm just trying to hide it from you guys today. I could show you, but I don't know.
Well, maybe at the end, my trim is currently a shambles. So maybe at the end we'll do a little hair reveal, see what's going on under the hat. So yes, you might have seen Robbie on shows such, like I said there, such as Dinner Date, Just One Night, Dress to Impress. It's on ITV2. So first of all, mate, how did you kind of get into the TV kind of into the TV world, like reality kind of TV?
Well, I started off from modelling, so I've always been sort of like in the limelight doing that.
Yeah.
So I started modelling. I've done a few big campaigns and stuff, and then I joined ASOS. I work with ASOS a lot, and it sort of just moved on from then. I met a few TV producers and casting researchers has contacted me, and I just jumped from one thing to another. I was currently single at the time. Was in like a long-term relationship, just single at the time, and then just jumped into these like dating shows.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite fun. So yeah.
Perfect. So what was the first show you went on, the first kind of major show on like a network that you went on?
I think the first show would have been My Mate's a Bad Date.
Okay, and talk us through. I mean, is that a BBC Three show?
That's the BBC Three one, yeah.
All right,
so
talk me through that one.
I wasn't sure how that worked.
What's the setup?
Yeah,
on that
so
show?
I just turned up in Manchester,
Okay.
and so I turned up in Manchester, and I basically I was there to date a girl because all I knew was I was going to date a girl. I don't know what she looked like.
Yeah.
Don't know what the situation was like. But they told me, she's currently got issues with dating. That's why she can't find no one.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'll give it a go. You know what I mean? I'm all right with a bit of banter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like someone's like hard to get. So jumped onto the show. It was nice. She was a nice girl.
Yeah.
Obviously it wasn't for me at that time. But we had banter, and I just felt natural, like just in front of the camera. So
Okay.
to me, it wasn't an issue.
So was it just like one date? It was just like filmed. What was it like? Just going out for dinner or something?
Yeah, well, we played pool. We had a drink. We tried to like find out about each other. Tried to break it down. I knew she was a tough cookie anyway. So yeah, it was just a bit of banter for me, really.
Okay. And then what was after that one?
Dress to Impress. That's when someone contacted me.
Okay.
Casting producer, like, you're a model. Would you like to come to this show where it's focused around what clothing and fashion and things like that.
Yeah.
And also, are you single? I said, yeah, obviously I'm single.
Yeah.
Currently looking for anyone at the minute. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, jump onto the show, and they were like, bring your mates along. So I brought a couple of mates. So yeah, it was a wicked day, fantastic day, and then I had to sort of like go through the clothes and everything and figure out what kind of girl this girl is. And it's like 2 or 3 girls trying to shop for me to get me to go on a date with them. So
that's how that one works. Is they pick. So there's 3 girls. They then pick an outfit each for you, and then you choose the girl. You choose an outfit that you like the best, basically, and then the girl that picked that goes on a date with you.
Yeah, so it's more like a blind date sort of thing. So
okay,
you're not just taking it face value. You're taking it like, oh, have they got my style? Like they've seen a video of me for 10 seconds away. And then they sort of shop around my style, and hopefully the girl who gets me will get me through the clothing, through my fashion sense and stuff.
And how did that turn out? What were the 3 outfits like?
It was all right, but it was up and down. Like some people went to the couture club. I'm a big fan of couture club.
Yeah.
Some people got me like Converses, which I've never worn before.
Okay.
It's all like a bit up and down. I was trying to find a trend with one girl. So if a girl was coming around for round 1 or round 2, I was trying to find that girl who gets me everything that I like. But it was so up and down. You get it wrong, and then this one would get it right, and it would just it's hard. It's hard. It's really
I can imagine
hard.
That's a hard thing to do. To be fair, to pick someone's outfit, not like never having met them before, and have picked clothes that you think they're going to like. I can imagine it's quite a tough thing to do. So
Yeah, I mean,
how
if
did
I
it
was a
go?
picker, I would just be honest.
Yeah,
I would
very
just go
true.
and get them like exactly what I like. Like, if that's what I see a goal in. If that's what I like on a goal, then yeah.
I guess like you said there, if you picked an outfit that you would like to see on a girl and it doesn't really suit her, then maybe that's not the girl for you. So I guess that's maybe the best way to go for it.
That's it. Just be honest with it. Do you know what I mean? I think some of these girls on the show were a bit like, if he doesn't like my outfit, well, then that's down to him. Well, no, it's not really.
Nah,
like,
I agree.
felt...
So what happened with the girl you picked? You went on a date with her?
She was a nice girl. Went on a date with her. We stayed in contact for a while, like texting afterwards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But ideally, no, not the girl for me, because obviously I've just found out who this girl is on the show. We don't really know each other. So after texting, you just feel the energy. If the energy's there, then it's all good. But it wasn't really flowing after the show. But on the day, obviously, like fireworks and cameras and that, it was really cool.
Yeah,
like
definitely. So how long ago was Dress to Impress? Was that a couple of years ago now?
No, that was October last year.
October last year.
Yeah, and I've done a couple more shows, which I'll go through with you.
Yes.
And then obviously COVID.
COVID happened. Yeah, I mean, just going as you bring it up, going off topic. I mean, that must have had in terms of especially the stuff you do, like modelling, TV work. COVID must have been an absolute bummer for you.
Yeah, like from regularly just going on like random shoots and meeting different people all the time, because I'm a bit of a social cat.
Yeah.
So if I go on a shoot, I'll talk to everyone. I won't just talk to the photographer or the creative director or whatever, or the makeup artist. I'll talk to everyone.
Yeah.
I'm just like a butterfly. So for me, staying indoors, not going out, I mean, it wasn't necessarily like financially, because when you work for yourself doing modelling, sometimes you'll put an invoice in and it will come 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks later.
Okay.
So, it rolled on for a couple of months. I was fine. But
yeah.
in terms of work-wise, like, no TV work and stuff like that. Literally, I got my last show filmed and they didn't even do the edit for it. So they filmed it and then they just shut it down.
Really?
So we're still waiting for that to come out in September. So
yeah.
It was mad.
So when were you on Dinner Date? Was that that was before COVID, wasn't it?
Oh, Dinner Date was like ages away.
Was it?
If you're talking about like Dress to Impress was like October, November, come out in December.
Yeah.
I was all over TV in Jan. And then I think it was the end of Jan, I filmed Dinner Date.
Okay.
And obviously Dinner Date's not out yet, so.
Okay. Oh, so you filmed Dinner Date, but it hasn't aired yet?
It hasn't aired yet. So
right,
yeah, they're chopping it up. They literally everybody has to leave the studios, and because of COVID, you can't come in contact with your co-workers or whatever, however they do it. They filmed us. COVID comes, that's it, shut down. So they've got the footage.
So how did Dinner Date work? I mean, I've never seen it, so I couldn't tell you. What's the kind of situation with that one?
Dinner Date. You know what? Dinner Date threw me out of my comfort zone. So I'm normally like, I'm used to calling a girl, or a girl calls me, or we'll meet up and then we'll go on a date, and then obviously someone else takes care of the dishes or someone else is cooking the meal. All you got to do is sit back and be cool.
Yeah.
This particular date, I was like, I've actually got to cook for this girl.
Oh, was it at your gaff?
Yeah. So obviously Cameron's coming to my house and everything like that. And me trying to cook a meal that I know I've got in the bag. Like, there's so many meals you can cook, but you don't want to get it wrong.
What'd you go with? What was your meal of choice?
Spag bowl, man.
Yeah, classic. Absolute classic.
Man. Every girl loves a spag bowl.
Yeah, if you don't like spag bowl, then you're not the one, in my opinion.
Exactly. Just like picking a clothes. If you're not
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
For those of you who are watching, you don't like spag bowl, you're wrong.
That's it.
Fact.
Espresso martinis.
Oh, nice.
Come on.
Homemade? Little barman as well, bartender? Or did you? You got pre-made ones, didn't you?
I was supposed to make them, right?
Right.
And I tell you what, there's one scene where we're filming. She's on the table. She's waiting for the drinks, and I'm like talking in between cooking. Yeah. I've opened up the fridge. I've gone in there and I've slipped my hand in, and I've got this like espresso martini can from Marks and Spencer's.
M&S classic.
I'm giving it a bit of a shake. And I'm like pouring it in the glass in the fridge. And I'm like,
oh, cameras can't see.
Yeah, she's well mouthy, man. I think her name was like Yasmin.
Well, judging by the fact you can't remember her name, it couldn't have been the best date in the world.
Yeah, like I'm not going to give it away, but yeah, it was No, it was
Yeah,
a
no
nice
spoilers,
day,
no
but-
spoilers, no spoilers.
Yeah,
Wait, I can't wait to see the camera film you pouring a martini can in the fridge. Did they get you doing it as well?
I don't think they got me doing it. I was just hiding it, but
On
she
the
was
sly.
like shouting over the producer, like, "Oi, that's not even like you haven't even made that from scratch." And I was like, "All right, throw me under the bus."
Oh,
man.
mate, absolute boss thrower. And that's not on, is it?
Nah.
Okay, so
on
dinner date is to come. I mean, on the topic of booze, you mentioned booze there. Obviously, COVID has stopped many nights out. What's the drink of choice on a night out?
For me, I like Disaronno. So I've got a bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah,
so if it's not
me, mate.
cocktail, Disaronno and Coke. Yeah, espresso martinis. You know what I mean? I think I've just absorbed that shit from like going out with birds, and I'm like, "What do you want to drink?" And I'm like, "I want a fucking cocktail." I'm like, "Cool, let's get a cocktail."
Mate, cocktails are
And then
banging, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not really a beer guy because I'm in the gym all the time, so I have to sort of watch them calories, you know.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, because obviously, I mean, we spoke about it on Insta before. You're a PT as well.
yeah, personal trainer. I've always been a personal trainer for the last 6-7 years.
Okay, cool. Enjoy it?
So I've always done that. I enjoy it. Yeah, it keeps me in the gym.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the whole period where I was out of the gym with COVID,
Yeah.
that has effect on my body, and that had an effect on my head and the way I was thinking with things.
Okay.
So if you're in the gym all the time, you're motivated, it releases endorphins, you're training,
Yeah.
your client's training, it's a routine. Fucking COVID, man. Oh my God. Threw it out. I'm back at the gym now, struggling on half the weight I was doing before.
Really? Like proper setbacks?
Yeah, just step backs and everything. Because obviously going to the gym makes you more motivated anyway in all aspects of life. And
Yeah.
TV modeling helps with your confidence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, being locked up for 4 months, man. Literally, that's damaging.
Yeah, I bet. Obviously, did you not have any like home equipment or anything you could use or anything like that?
Nah, not at all. Nothing like that. I just thought I'd give myself a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
I thought maybe 1 or 2 months off, any clicks in the shoulders, any like knots in the back, I'll just chill out.
Yeah.
And it won't be any more than 6 to 8 weeks. And then Boris goes and
shuts the country down. 5 months later, here we are.
Do you know what I mean? You can't even go out to the park or see anyone. It's just mental.
It was meant to fair. I filmed a few of these podcasts at the very beginning. It was like so weird. Like you never think that in real life you're not going to be able to leave your house unless you're going shopping or exercising. Like that's something you see in movies. You don't think it's ever going to happen to you, and then suddenly we couldn't leave our house. It was madness.
It was mad. I realised like watching Netflix as well, like sitting here not doing much.
Yeah.
Like what became popular was all of these sort of like. Lost the word now. I'm gonna look like a right idiot, but you know, like when the whole world comes into some sort of like
apocalypse kind of thing.
Apocalypse, that's it. So there's all these zombie films coming out, and
people watching these like Contagion, all this stuff. Like everyone's watching things about the world ending.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm sitting there thinking, what's going on with this fucking thing? And then like I'm watching movie after movie, and I'm going outside, and then everyone's screaming out the windows, going, "Get back in!" I'm like, bloody hell,
crazy.
It's a real thing.
I mean, you mentioned Netflix there. Did you binge any series whilst we were all locked inside?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not really a series guy, to be honest with you. I go to the cinema, watch a film, and fall asleep. That's what kind of guy I am. Like,
right.
Literally, I'm not a TV guy. I can't watch TV for too long. I just go to sleep. But with Netflix, you guys should check out Baki. Baki is an anime.
Baki, okay. Oh, anime, okay.
Yeah, so I like my old Dragon Ball Z and that, but Baki is weird. Baki's like a fighting sort of thing.
Did you watch like Too Hot to Handle? That's the kind of show I can imagine you being on.
Mate, Chloe from Too Hot to Handle, like I was talking to her once upon a time. We both did a top model together.
Chloe, yes.
2008.
Chloe Veach, yeah. She's a good looking bird.
Yeah. So when I saw her, I was like, wow, she did a TV show. I've done a TV show. Obviously, she's done something else. I didn't even know anything about that TV show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proper into that whole reality junk TV stuff. So I was all over it. I watched it in about a day. But no, in terms of future shows for you, is that the kind of stuff that, I mean, you mentioned there you were single. So I'm assuming you've got a girlfriend now, right?
No, I mean, I'll see people, but
okay.
Don't want to put it down on things, but obviously, like when you're seeing someone,
yeah,
and it don't work out, it does affect you like it just depends on how important that person is to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So for me, after seeing someone that was quite important to me, I thought, do you know what? I've neglected certain parts of my life and certain things I want to focus on.
Yeah.
But it was a good thing because after meeting her, she was a model. After meeting her, I sort of just went into this whole like modeling industry. And
Okay.
then from then, it just flowed into reality TV, and then I kind of know what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy about it, and I'm happy about the fact that particular relationship ended. But I'm also happy being single, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely. So you're single at the moment?
Yeah. So
okay.
Unless someone comes and just blows me off my,
Yeah, you're happy just doing you at the moment.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm just doing me. So
awesome. I mean, obviously there are some pretty big dating shows on TV currently. I mean, Love Island is obviously the biggie. Is that something you'd ever consider?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on like obviously how I would also come across.
Yeah,
I don't want to look like that kind of guy to jump from girl to girl. I'll get into something with someone, and if I found that, like I mentioned on Dress to Impress, if it wasn't going nowhere, I would just leave or jump ship.
Yeah.
But obviously those shows sometimes make you out to look a little bit worse than you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, they're entertainment shows, aren't they? So that they're edited to make good TV.
Yeah. So, I mean, in the beginning, if you're talking about a year and a half ago, I may have wanted to do something like that. But now, I mean, I wouldn't write it off the table.
Yeah.
But I'm still, because I've got a bit experience with TV and things like that, and the way you do come across, I'm not hesitant, but I'm waiting for the right time to do the right show.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, like you said, the opportunities are going to get thrown at you, and I guess it's just which ones you kind of fancy. I mean, are we allowed to talk about the phone call you had a couple of days ago? Was it last night? The new show? Is that under wraps?
Yeah. That's in the pipeline right now. So so that one is a Channel 4 one, and there's also a new show coming on ITV as well. So right now I'm going to talk to my manager about which way to go.
Yeah, okay.
So like you mentioned before, the whole Love Island thing, it's been done and it's been around for a long time. That's the sort of like go-to show. Yeah. But there's also a new thing coming out that not many people know about.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like, do I want to jump onto the new thing? A bit like the other show you mentioned with Chloe.
Yeah.
So that was quite new. That hit everybody in lockdown, didn't it?
Yeah, that was perfect timing. Yeah.
Mate, you couldn't have got it better.
Mate, Netflix, they were rubbing their hands together. They made so much money because everyone was locked indoors and binged that series. Because like you said, Love Island had just been cancelled as well. So people were gagging for some junk reality love show, and that's exactly what they got. And Netflix their bank accounts must have been blowing up.
That's what I'm saying. That's perfect timing. So it is all about timing. So I'm not going to say that things haven't been offered to me or I haven't been thinking about things like that, but I have to be very careful in what I do, because you could just go there and just be out in 1 week.
Yeah, true.
Like I put a lot of work into the modeling, the things I'm doing in my career at the minute, especially with TV. I think I've chosen the right shows for me to come across the right way. But also at the same time, they are dating shows. So if I'm looking for someone and I find someone, I may not want to do a show.
Very true. Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
It's just the way.
Definitely. I mean, you also mentioned potential acting work, like films. Is that still someone you're interested in looking into?
Yeah. Acting's what I've been doing last year as well. So I've been doing a lot of training, acting school, working from home. There's a few scripts rolling around right now. It's not supporting roles either. They're not main roles. So
sweet. What kind of films would interest you in terms of a part? Are you looking for action hero or a little comedy? What are you looking for?
I'm more of like a Peaky Blinder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that actually. I can see that. Yeah.
So yeah, where I've got the tattoos and everything, that's all obviously because
I feel like you would make a good baddie. You'd make a good villain. In the nicest way possible.
I feel like I've got that vibe about myself. I can be quite nice to a girl, but I could be quite nasty to a boy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I can be a bit nasty.
Okay, right. I made a little game. We're talking about films, right? I'm going to give you a few films. You basically got to pick one or two. Okay, so there's two options. You got to pick which one. If you haven't seen either of them, you have to say you haven't seen either of them. But they're all pretty well-known films. All right.
Okay.
So first one, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Easy. Is that you're not a Harry Potter fan?
Nah.
Mate,
What's all that running around school? I hated school, to be honest with you. I mean, I loved after school, but school. Fucking done.
So Harry Potter brings back bad memories of school.
It's the uniform. I think it's the uniform. I don't mind the kid. I know he's successful and he's running around with his mates and that's kind of cool. But I was never that kid running around with like a cloak in my books in my hands. That reminds me of going to Oxford or something, or like hunting or something.
Okay.
I was never that guy.
All right. Die Hard or The Equalizer?
See, I like Will Smith. Will Smith? What am I talking about?
Denzel.
Bruce Willis. Willis.
Yeah, so you got Bruce Willis in Die Hard or Denzel Washington in Equalizer. Two very.
I would go with Bruce Willis, because I like him.
Die Hard. It's about. Is it a Christmas film?
What, Bruce Willis?
Yeah, Die Hard. I mean, it's set at Christmas, isn't it? But it's not really Christmassy because he's just killing people.
Yeah. Do you know what? I just like Bruce Willis, man. I like his
All right. Bad Boys or Point Break?
Point Break, man. Come on.
Class film.
What's Bad Boys about?
To be fair, I'm actually going to say this. Never seen Bad Boys, but Point Break's actually a belter. Point
Break is wicked. That's the bank job, right?
Yeah, the surfers.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a baddie, man. I love the bank job. I like the fact that the main guy is like, what is he? He's a surfer, isn't he? And he's trying to like manipulate the other guys to sort of.
Yeah, he's like undercover FBI, isn't he? And he gets into their little surfer crew.
Yeah, that's wicked. And Keanu Reeves.
Yes, Keanu Reeves.
I think he's a cool guy as well.
Yeah, he is a baller. Anchorman or Step Brothers?
Well, that's hard,
That's a hard one.
Because he's in both of them, isn't he? That main guy.
Yeah, he's in both.
He's like one of my top favourite actors.
He's a funny. I mean, I would go Step Brothers. I think is up there in my favourite films. I just find it hilarious.
Do you know that their other brother reminds me of me sometimes? I go out and see my family and like flash a six-pack and they're all just like, like, you're not even successful.
Which one are you going for? I'm going to push you for an answer.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers. Agree. Okay, last one. Taken or Olympus Has Fallen?
Taken.
Agree. Taken is a classic. Liam Neeson is a boss.
Something about that guy, man. It's like he's like you got the perfect girl. You turn up to the house, and then that's her dad. Yeah,
and he's going to kill you very slowly and very painfully.
He's horrible, isn't he? He's horrible. He's smart, but if you're on the wrong side of him,
I wouldn't want to imagine treating his daughter badly. You would be in a bad way.
Yeah, I would set out not to treat anyone badly, but if I had to, and that was fucking
immediate regrets.
Jesus.
Cool, perfect, nice little game done. I wanted to talk to you. I mentioned there about your little baddie vibe you give off, mainly about the tattoos. Talk to me about the tattoos. When did you start getting inked?
I started getting inked probably. This is my first sleeve here. It's to do with music and like life and stuff like that, and growing, sort of like blooming and stuff like that. I'm into music as well. I do music.
Yeah.
I had that about 5-6 years ago, and then I moved up my arm. Some people don't know. I was quite serious with someone once, and there was a few miscarriages and things like that. So I've had.
Okay.
I've had a couple angels on here to do with that. And the rest of it's just like family and stuff like that. And then over here,
yes, the neck.
These are all like predators and stuff. So this is obviously a Bengali tiger.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool.
And then this is a leopard right here.
Sick.
And then I've got a hawk here. So what they've all got in common is that they're solo sort of predators.
Yeah.
So I think like I resemble that to myself. I think I resemble being solo because everything I've had to do myself.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? There's no team with me. There's no Robbie and the crew or whatever I do. So
yeah.
Whether it's one-to-one training with someone, whether it's relationship-wise, sometimes people come and go. You by yourself again. I don't know. It's just very solo sort of. So I'm quite solo.
And then you've got the cross.
The cross, yeah, quite religious as well. Got Mary and the baby here.
Oh yeah.
So that's all.
Do you feel you get like if you're walking down the street maybe or anything like that, or you're in a scenario where your tattoos are on show, do you get like do you feel like people may like judge you on having tattoos, maybe up your neck? Because I feel like the neck and the kind of face one are obviously a bit more rarer than the guys having sleeves and stuff. So do you feel like people would potentially, especially in terms of line of work, like judge you differently for having tattoos, or not really?
I mean, in terms of like with modelling, like it's helped me out in certain areas, and then it hasn't helped me out with other areas. But in terms of just people in general life, yeah. I mean, I'll go to a checkout or I go to buy something sometimes in a normal regular shop, not like a trendy clothes shop, maybe Asda or something like that. Or go to Costco or something like that. And you'll have the lady just keep looking at you.
Yeah.
And it's not because like she finds you attractive or there's someone behind you. It's because she's sort of like trying to figure out if you're going to rob her, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that stigma goes away, because there's a lot of people with tattoos now. And, you know, I found that the nicest guys, really, I'm not saying guys without tattoos don't have it, but the nicest guys are normally guys with tattoos. They're not intimidating at all. But maybe it's because we have something in common and they don't with other people.
Like you said, I think there's definitely
it forces into like a little bit of a group, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely like a social stigma kind of based around the tattoo look, isn't it? And I mean, like you said, that probably will eventually like fade out. But at the moment, like you said, you'll get a look differently just because you've got a few tattoos.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect, right?
But I am me, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you exactly? Perfect, right? Now we're going to do something cool. So you mentioned there, this is obviously filmed before your catwalk you've got on Saturday. What we're going to do is we're going to cut to the catwalk. We're going to get some exclusive footage from yourself, and we're going to play a little game on the catwalk. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, that's cool.
Perfect. So here we go to the catwalk. Yes. There we go. I got you. You got me? Yeah, boy. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, all good, man. Just getting makeup done now.
Love it. Well, I thought as you were at a fashion show, hello there. As you were at a fashion show, I put my fashionable glasses on.
Sorry, say again?
I said as you're at a fashion show, I thought I'd put my fashionable glasses on. So here we are.
Yeah, we're at a fashion show right now. Just walking around, say hello to a few guys.
Yes, let's show us what's going on. Yo!
Say hello.
Boys. Oh, hello. Yes, so what's the plan? What's going on?
So basically, we're just about to do a catwalk.
Nice.
For a few plans. Just had some makeup done today. We've done a practice run.
Yeah.
Got hair done, but unfortunately the hair's messed up. There's the hair dudes over there. So we're in Middle Camden.
Yeah.
And we're literally just prepping for it. We've had lunch. And that's it really, but yeah, it's going to be a hectic day. We're here till about 3-4 o'clock.
Sweet. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to fire some catwalk questions at you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Yes, no worries. So what is the funniest thing that's happened to you on a catwalk?
Right, there was one time I was doing a fashion show and a girl I was talking to at that particular time in the queue, we just met each other.
Yeah.
She was in front of me in the queue. So we were walking out, she's walking in front. As she's turned around to walk back, I've obviously got to walk past her.
Right.
And she stuck her hand out to sort of like touch my hand on the show.
Right.
And I wasn't ready for it, so I sort of like put my hand in the pocket. And then when we watched the cameras back, like the filming back, her hand went out to touch my hand, and then she sort of just styled it out by brushing her own hair.
Oh, so you just pied her.
Hilarious. Yeah, so it was kind of like the biggest swerve.
That's funny. That's funny.
What's really embarrassed.
What's the nicest place you've been to do a catwalk, like location-wise?
The nicest place, probably in Sicily.
Yes, Italy.
Yeah, Italy. Italy was the best place I've probably done one.
Yeah.
I've done one in Central as well.
Okay, how was that?
That was really good. That was the 2008 Top Model Awards.
Nice. That was a while ago.
Which, yeah, I got an award for my category, so yeah, I was quite chuffed with that.
Class. Okay, what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you? What about like ever tripped up? Ever like stumbled?
Nothing like that's ever happened to me, but I remember one time I was getting ready for a show, and normally I'm like 6-7% like pretty ripped in body fat. This particular show, we just passed Christmas, I was a bit like, on the chubby side.
Yeah.
And they've given me the clothes, and I've given them the measurements, obviously, while I was ripped. And when they gave me the clothes, I was like tightening it up, and it was really, really tight on my waist. It was like 26 inch, and I was like 28. So it's quite embarrassing. I was coming out with jackets and stuff like that. That's like really tight on my chest.
Just weren't fitting you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad. Do you want me to walk around the catwalk?
Yeah, give us a little look around. What's going on? Look at this insight into a model's life.
So I'll get you like an outside look, and then I'll walk down it.
Yes,
so this is the base.
Sweet.
And then we'll walk into where the catwalk is.
Look at this. Behind the scenes.
So yeah, obviously this is where the catwalk's going to be, all down here.
Nice.
And then we've got like the open shop where we're going to be, well, they're going to be selling most of the products and the brands that we're going to be like wearing and stuff. I mean, any more questions at all?
I was just going to say...
Do you want to get like another model in there?
Yeah, if you want to grab one of your mates, grab a mate. We'll see what he's got to say.
Yeah,
hello, fella. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. So I was just doing a podcast with Robbie, and I was just asking him some catwalk questions. So I was just going to say, have you ever had any embarrassing experiences on the catwalk?
On a what, sorry?
On a modelling shoot, any embarrassing stories?
Embarrassing stories? Yeah, I did actually once. Basically, I was doing a shoot, and I was sitting on a box on a white screen, and the box collapsed. And they got a picture of me as the box collapsed. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're like
It was
falling.
so funny. Because I was sitting on a box, and basically the box couldn't take my weight because I was on the corner of it, and it just literally broke in half. It was so funny.
That's jokes. All right, what about location-wise? Where's the favourite place you've been for a shoot, country-wise?
Favourite country?
Yeah.
It's a hard one. Paris Fashion Week, I think, was good.
Wow, that's pretty big, isn't it?
That was a good one. That's the best one I've done.
So I bet you enjoying the makeup process today?
Yeah. It's because I've sweated it out. That's the problem. So they got to touch it up.
Is it a bit warm up there in Camden today? Is it a bit warm?
It's hot in the sun, but I'm going to try and sit in the shade from now on. I'm going to go get a drink, glass of water.
Good lad. Perfect, mate. That's all. Thank you very much, buddy.
No worries.
Perfect. So we are back from the catwalk. Obviously, we're not back. We haven't actually left, but the clip's been edited. Here we are. Mate, honestly, it's been a class having a chat with you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. There's just one last thing that I do with all my guests, and it is known as the pressure point. But basically, all I'm going to do is time you to, you've got a pint of water that we measured out pre-recording. All I'm going to ask you to do is drink that pint of water in as fast as time as possible. And then if you are the fastest, you will win a coveted pint glass with the Reality Check podcast logo on. Big prize up for grabs.
I'm on it. I've even got a stopwatch.
I've got a stopwatch
Right.
as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go. Done.
Oh.
That was a good. I mean, there was a bit of space, but it was a very good effort. Very good effort. We have clocked in.
It was a lot though. It was a lot.
9.26 seconds, which is a very, very valiant effort, mate. I will throw that on the leaderboard. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Obviously, guys, if you are new to the channel, check out. I'll leave the link to Robbie's Instagram in the description. I'll also leave a link to Vibe Clothing. Go and check them out. Discount code will be on the screen now. If you want 15% off, go and check it out. It's been a pleasure. Please like and subscribe to the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, bro. Peace out.